Okay, guys, welcome back. So I feel like we're starting to talk in code, and of course, Loki just has to have me do this. And I tried to do this, and I said what I thought might be a forbidden word now. I don't know, so I'm starting over. Loki, in my spiritual growth, has asked me for certain things for years. I want to state before we start this with examples. This is not something you all have to run out and do. It is not something he wants from everyone. If this would upset you, don't even worry about it. It's not going to be a thing you have to. It isn't what makes you real Lokean. We clear? Okay. So Loki asked me for years if I would ever get him. And I said, well, I don't have mobility anymore. Had you asked me a couple of decades ago when I didn't know it was like he was working with, and he had a decades ago that belonged to yip 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 woo. Okay, so we're going, and yeah, it's a pretty good way to do this, and I went through a vegan phase, and there was a lovely ceremony of sending stuff off, so he lost all of that. And I go, yeah. And, you know, his crossed arms, like, now that I think of it, I'm mad at you. I love you. And, the thing was, he let me go through that vegan phase, everything else, fine. If that was what I really wanted to do, it really wasn't. It was something somebody pressured me into. So now I've come full circle. He asked me if I would get him. And I said, babe, I can't get out. The place that I used to go with my family is probably shut down. How am I going to get there anyhow? Can't get to a mall or anything. They can't sell them anymore. That's out of favor. Yet I just saw a video last night, probably pushed to me by little Paul, that is coming back in favor. And I'm like, yeah, sounds about right. And so I went on Amazon, which used to have a policy of no. Well, Amazon changed their mind. There are, and there are and there are everything else's too. And I was like, oh my. And of course, what he really loved was something that looked very, very high as a kite, is what he loved. That was what he truly wanted. I was like, babe, that is funny and hilarious, and I would get it for you, but we can't afford it. So, what he fell in love with, though, were two. And he looked at me and he said, that one and that one. And I said, okay. And we went ahead and we got those because I said, you really truly want these? I did pendulum and everything just to make sure it wasn't me or some kind of whatever going on. He wants them. I even asked his brother, and his brother gave me the well, no, that was today. Well, I'll tell you about that in a second. Asked him, confirmed it. We have Bing points. We got the Amazon cards. Only cost me a couple bucks out of pocket. They have shipped one, and the other one hasn't shipped. And I said, I don't think it's in stock. If it's not, you can have another. This is getting out of hand. And he said, okay. And, ooh, got new mail. Hopefully it's the other. This is hilarious. Shipped. And he seemed happy because we agreed. One was going to go on the left, one was going to go on the right because his brother keeps asking about, oh, not legal. And, can't afford it. And this is fun. And I said, sorry, babe, can't afford the one. The other ain't legal. And so, okay, that's where we were. But one thing Loki has asked me for years is something like that. He's wanted it for years. I said, no, just no. Wanted it for years. If we were going to a place my family used to go to, and I have to shorten the name here because 2021, Trading Post, and they used to have a lot of things like, but imagine if she didn't have any stuffing inside. We all on the same page? Okay. And they would have grades, like they were going to school. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. The ones in the highest grade, of course, were the most expensive, and they had the 18-wheel special. And the way the gentleman that described the place had the place described the 18-wheel specials is, yeah, we threw it out in the parking lot and 18-wheeler ran over it, darndest thing. And something flat, just so we're all on the same page here. And they were bargain bin prices. And even though Loki was with me at the time, I didn't know it. He never got his bargain bin version of this. Took him on eBay today. And I said, look, because I have been looking actually for months for this, and I just haven't told you guys because I know how people look at that now. I said, look, if you can find me this for affordable, and I set up an impossible task for him. I said, if we have a little spare loot somewhere, I said, if we could afford it, I'll get it for you. We go onto eBay and there's this guy with this big old smile and some of his photos, and he's got some 18-wheel specials, but he tells you he's up front. He's not charging, top grade for this. They are the 18-wheel specials. And he shows them to you. I said, those, you realize that is not transforming into top grade this. He knows. And I asked his brother, because I asked Loki by pendulum. Pendulum almost flew out of my hand with a yes. I asked his brother, and I got Lagoo's, Loki's first letter. So I was like, okay. So he is getting 18-wheel special. And I said, are you sure about this? He is sure, but sometimes, strangely enough, he zones out on you. So we had it. We got it. Supposed to arrive Monday. I unfortunately can't show you any of these things, which is why I'm using. I don't know, guys. I don't know, which is why I'm using this. But he almost broke down crying because he's been asking me for a better part of a decade now, and he almost broke down crying. Now, this does not mean everyone has to do it. You might have the opposite. You might have all this. And he just stares at it really sadly. It's Loki. You can't. People say write a book. I'm like, why? He'll act the opposite with you just to prove me wrong. And I said, you know you will. And he's like, hmm. So he's really proud of himself. Um, and I made sure it was what he wanted. And I did the thing with the pendulum, and I did the runes with his brother because I'm like, this they felt was a step up. I don't know why they felt this was less than. And we're talking about a flat piece of fabric. But, I don't know why they thought, one was a less step than the other one. Because really, there's not really much. If you get bargain bin 18-wheel, there's not much price difference. But I guess it's the principle of the thing. So, he is getting that. He's very proud. And it was a thing of, it was just something he always wanted for me. And he kind of had blanked out I got it. Then he realized I got it, and he realized it's coming Monday, and I think he might jump out excitedly at the post office or whoever brings it. I feel sorry for them. And I said, you don't know what color, texture, print you're getting, but you're not getting, they had super fluffy texture, and they had regular texture. And I said, would you rather super fluffy texture, or would you rather have without, or would you rather have regular texture with? He actually took regular texture, even though he was in love with super fluffy, but it didn't have. But we can always go back later if he changes his mind. But there were only 10 left. I bought one. There were only 9 left, so he is happy. And the other stuff was running out. And the reason we're telling you this story is not so you all run out and do this, but if this hits you too, if this becomes a permanent change, it might start hitting stores too, because stores would rather be in the right with the general public. They don't care if it makes a large portion of people angry. They would rather have a lot of people love them. They really don't care about ethics, but they'll pretend they do to sell you stuff. I got, yep. So, you might see this stuff disappear off of eBay, Amazon, whatever. Went on to Walmart, which you would think would be the place to find this stuff. really couldn't find it. I don't know if they have a policy of not having it or what it is, but Amazon, eBay are good places to go. And some of it's hilarious. So if you've had a bad day, just type in a word like this and you know the process. If you know the process, just look for that type of thing. And some of them are pretty hilarious to look at. So, we had a laugh. He wants the one that it looked decidedly higher than a kite, and I said that is hilarious. We just don't have the money. So, so we hope you guys are having a good one. He's excited. That product is supposed to come in today. I don't know what it's going to look like. We saw a ton of reviews on the one from Amazon. Some said it was beautiful. Some said it fell apart. I don't know if it was different sellers trying to sell that, but it looked like the Amazon ones were high quality, so we're hoping they are. I wish we could show them to you, but they're sensitive people anyway, so we're just covering our bacon, guys, is what we're doing. So, he wanted you to know because to him that's a major accomplishment when we go forward with something. To him, this is part of a thing he wants me to do. He's already saying something spirituality with them. We've used, not a metaphor this time, these for years and to do spiritual work, and it's worked just fine. But it's something he wanted to do. It was something he felt was important, something he felt was special, and I'm like, I'm ready to take that step with you now. Again, nothing you guys got to do. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't gotta go out and do it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So, if you guys like what you see, I got back here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.